Hey, Artz crew. How are you doing this Memorial Day? All right, so today I'm hoping that you can see pretty good. As you can see, I'm making some meatloaf, and I just wanted to give you a few tips on meatloaf if you wanted a meatloaf recipe. So I have my ground beef here. My hands are clean. I washed them over and over again, and so you always want to start with clean hands. All right, and so I have chopped up my bell peppers and onions. Okay, chop them up, put them in. Okay, now you're going to have some crumbled up crackers. A few crumbled up crackers, and this helps too when you're putting everything together. Come on, crackers. I ain't got time to be playing with you trying to open. All right. So I'm going to crumble up some crackers just like so. Okay. Just crumble them up in your hand. Now, some people may use uh, other things. You can leave a comment on what do you use in your meatloaf and how do you make your meatloaf. This is how I make mine. Okay. Don't need a lot of crackers, just one or two, two or three, not a lot. All right. Okay. So now that we did that, what we're going to do is get some eggs. And depending on how much ground beef you have, depending on the egg. Now, for this amount of ground beef, I'm going to use about 2 eggs. Maybe one, because you don't need a lot of eggs. I think I may just use one. We'll try one, and then if one doesn't work, we'll do another egg. All right, you just crack it in there like so. Okay, now you're going to season your ground beef. You're going to season it. Just a little salt. So a little seasoning salt. Okay. A little onion powder. Okay. Garlic powder. Okay. And pepper. All right. Now you got to get in there. You got to get on in there and, mix it together with your hands. Okay. Again, as long as your hands are clean, you're fine. All right. And I know my hands are clean. My mother requested my meatloaf. And so she's the one that taught me how to do it. I guess she taught me so I can cook for her. Oops. Sometimes it gets a little messy. Some of the meatloaf the piece just hopped on out the bowl. Hey, that's all right. No worries. I'll get it in a minute. And so I'm not going to keep you long, but what we're going to do, I'm going to put this into a meatloaf shape. Let me get my pan. Okay. Going to put it into a meatloaf shape. And put some foil on it. You're going to put just a little water to coat the bottom. Okay. Let me get it into a meatloaf shape. Now, it turns out that one egg did the trick. Okay. You need more than one egg. And you just keep molding it. Something like clay or something. The Play-Doh. Remember we had Play-Doh when we were kids and we would mold it into different shapes and different whatever we wanted to make. Same thing. So we're wanting to make a loaf. Like a bread loaf, but meatloaf. Right? All right. Let me make sure you can see it good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. Okay. So, can you see? So now I have my meatloaf, and I have it as a loaf. I'm going to make it a little, I'm going to just season a little bit more lightly across my meatloaf on the outside. And again, I'm going to put the coating on the water to coat the bottom. And then cover it with foil, and in the oven it will go. The oven is set at 350, and it'll go until it's about 10-15 minutes away from done. I'll put my ketchup topping on there, my mixture ketchup and that, and then I'll show you the finished product. Here is the loaf, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect, but you can get the picture that it looks like a loaf. So now, what you're gonna do, again, you're gonna make sure, because we don't want bland meatloaf, okay? So I'm just gonna lightly, because we've already seasoned it, okay? Just a light, very light. We've already seasoned it before, so we're just going over one more time. But really, really light on the loaf. Really, really light. There we go. That's it. Okay. All right. Look at there. Okay. So I'm going to put a little water in there and put it in the oven. And I'll come back to show you my finished meatloaf. You know I like to show you things plated up. Plated up. Hello, Artz and Labs crew. How are you today? So thank you so much for watching this video on meatloaf prep, and I'll be back after my meatloaf is done to show you the finished result with my meatloaf meal plated up. Thanks for watching Artz and Labs.